And we got the other one as well. Those belong to Volkswagen transporter, I believe, yes. And first thing, I'm gonna cover up the window before I'm gonna do any grinding, because the grinding and welding will ruin the window. So this is quite bad actually. This is all basically totally rotten. I need to replace all that. And that some guys would just treat it with some rust converter, but I can tell you that if it looks that bad, it will not gonna last. It's not gonna last even a month before starting to bubble again. Got my template made, and now I'm gonna mark it onto the metal here, and I can cut it out, and then I can start bending it. So I've got the rust out. I put it here. It is pretty bad. And I got my patch panel fabricated. Fits in here nicely. Now I'm prepping all the edges. Gonna put a light chamfer all around this. Nice. Fits up very nice. Now I'm gonna let it cool a little, and then I can weld this last bit here. Seems to be all welded. Let's clean the weld. Now that spot, very bad. And then there is also that one, but that one I'm gonna do separately. And then there are those two as well, so let's continue. So Now I'm ready to cut this out of metal and also bend it to correct shape. I did put some weld through primer behind the back of that one because the access from the other side is rather limited. So. And now I can fully weld this. Now I'm gonna let it cool off naturally, and then I go with the next round, let it cool off again, then the next, and I'm gonna do that as long as I get it all welded up. All welded in. Now I can grind this flat. Got that all grinded. All nice. Slight skim coat of body filler on top of those, and those are good to go. But now I'm gonna see if my little sandblasting pot still operates, or is the sand in there gotten wet and clogged this thing up. Let's see. I wanna clean those up to see whether I need to replace metal here, or are those spots salvageable by just removing the rust with a sandblaster. Damn! This thing keeps clogging up because the sand I'm using is not the cleanest, man. So I'm gonna sandblast the other door as well while I'm at it. Got that door sandblasted as well. It was mostly in not too bad condition, other than the bottom lip on that one is totally gone, so I need to make new one there. Next on that door, I'm gonna fill in this wiper hole here because the owner did not want that one anymore. No template needed. Now I'm just gonna cut this out and I can basically weld it in. I'm gonna go ahead and weld this in, and we can take the next little project on that door. Next piece is this one in that corner here, because it's rotten through and I can see and feel from the other side that this part is not good. I'm gonna remove that and we will see in what condition this frame part of the door is. So I'm gonna cut it off now and we will see. So now I can sandblast this one and we will see, but it might just be salvageable, but we will see. I made a new batch for there, also put some weld through primer on it to the inside, and also put some weld through primer here as well. And while that is drying, I'm gonna fabricate the piece for here. Piece fabricated as well. So now I'm gonna put this glue or stuff in here. And I can start welding. So now the usual stuff, I'm gonna just slowly continue welding those patches in, not putting too much into those, and we will go from there. So now I can do the lip. So that one is bent as well. And next up I can grind those welds down. So I put that door aside. This is now waiting for the bodywork stage. But now I can start fixing and welding this door. Got the bigger opening here because it was quite heavily corroded. Yes, and now I can weld it in. So I'm gonna finish welding it and also gonna grind this flush, and then we will continue with next little project. Next I'm gonna need to do hammer and dolly work to get this back somewhat straight, because now we got this going on, but that is actually not that tricky to get right back again. Need to stretch this metal here by hammer and dolly. see, there is no more gap here. There is small gap there, but that is totally acceptable. Next operation will be this bottom lip. Next I can mark this lip here, and then I can cut and bend this lip. I got the bending spot marked and also where I need to cut the lip. So I'm gonna cut the lip next, and then I'm gonna start bending the flange. Bending that will be a manual deal because it's not straight. It's not too tricky, just takes a little bit of time. You have to be quite patient with it, not to distort this with the rest of the panel. You go just a little bit at a time. That's the trick. I'm gonna go over this several times until I get desired amount of bend, and yeah, I'm not gonna film all of this because you get the idea, I hope. I'm gonna screw it on here so I can finish this flange here. I'm gonna bend this on the way later, but now the shape is right. And next I can pretty much mark the cut lines here, and we are good to go. And next I'm gonna properly sandblast this thing, and we will see how bad this will turn out to be. But I'm afraid I will need to do some welding repair on that part as well. Yeah, we can see here already. But we do what we gotta do. That spot needs to be fixed. Now I just need to fabricate new piece like that. Got the piece fabricated. I left this slip long. I'm gonna cut it after welding. Way easier that way. But yeah, now I'm gonna weld this in. So basically I'm gonna fully weld this now, and then I'm gonna cut this lip. That's what welded. Now I'm gonna properly sandblast this one more time from both sides, and we will go from there. Got it nice and cleaned off rust, and now I will clean it up so I can apply the weld through primer. And next I'm gonna prepare this piece for the primer as well. I'm gonna weld those holes shut from where I screwed it there to form it, so but that is not a big job. I'm gonna do all that off camera, and when the paint has dried, then we start welding this in. Let's get this piece in, man. Okay, that's good. That's cool. So yeah, now I'm gonna finish welding this. So just finished another round of welding, letting it cool down. You don't want to put too much heat into the panel at once. So yeah, just taking it easy. So got this all welded in. This one here is a bit of a low spot. I could pull it out, but I'm gonna do this finishing job with body filler because it's not that much that's needed here. So yeah, next up I can start using the body filler. I'm gonna start with that door there.